Local news about local people. This is Newslink, Indiana.
Good evening, I'm Chris Bavender. Thanks for joining us. A Muncie man has kept his promise to close his business after the renaming of Broadway to Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Newslink Indiana's Derek Tucker has more on the reason.
Okay.
Dishwashers, TVs, and refrigerators. That's what customers are buying at Ed's Warehouse going out of business sale.
I'm 76 years old, and I've talked all morning, and I'm wore out.
But Ed McCloud says he's not worn out from the business, he's worn out from talking to media. McCloud says he's upset about the renaming of Broadway to Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. So, he's closing. Employees think the name change will confuse customers.
Come up here and they go looking for Martin Luther King, they're liable to go down to the old Martin Luther King, and they'll get disgusted and won't come back,
McCloud says the mayor and black community are responsible for the store's closing. But Randall Sims with the Whiteley Neighborhood Council has a different point of view. Sims says the renaming of the street brings Muncie into the 21st century, and he says that's a big step in the right direction. The owner of Q&Q in downtown Muncie didn't want to go on camera, but says this is obviously a racial issue and it should have been dealt with a long time ago. Despite everything, Mayor Cannon says he stands by his issue to rename the street. In Muncie, Derek Tucker, Newslink, Indiana.
McCloud says his warehouse will remain open until December. 200 people in Marion were able to get flu shots today thanks to Marion General Hospital. The hospital offered the vaccine to those 65 and older and to anyone with chronic illness with a prescription from their doctor. The vaccine was free to those on Medicare. It was $15 for everyone else.
The site started at 9 o'clock and people started forming at 6:30, but it just so happened that we had about 200 and we got all of them vaccinated.
The hospital will offer more vaccines this Saturday at Mississinawa High School in Gaston from 10 until 1. Now here's Carrie Hazley with a look at our forecast. Carrie?
Well, thanks, Chris. We start things with a look at the forecast for the overnight hours tonight. We will start to see these clouds that have been sticking around for several days start to decrease, and it'll be cool overnight tonight, 44 degrees for your overnight low temperature. Now for the forecast tomorrow, partly cloudy skies as we start the day early, but increasing clouds as we head into the evening hours. We'll top out at 66 degrees tomorrow in Muncie, but across the state of Indiana tomorrow in Evansville, you'll be at 73 degrees. So if you really want to see the warmth, head south. And let's take a look now at the 5-day forecast. Severe storms are possible on Saturday. Saturday will top out at 68 degrees. Chris?
Thanks, Carrie. That is Newslink Indiana. Join us at 6:27 tomorrow morning for more news and get local news about local people 24 hours a day at newslinkindiana.com.